Okay, it's time to work on the $200 Poulan Pro from Facebook Marketplace. I picked this machine up last weekend for, like I said, $200. Really, for what it is, I could not go wrong, especially since it has a 20 horse Briggs V twin. The engine will run on carburetor cleaner, so I know the engine definitely has potential, but the problems awry with the carburetor. This machine was let to sit, and supposedly it has a brand new carburetor and a brand new fuel pump on it. Why he let it sit? Why does anybody let stuff sit? The carburetor is definitely very clean. The fuel pump is as well very clean. So I don't doubt him on the actual carburetor and fuel pump being replaced. I do completely agree with that. Why was it let to sit? That I don't know. So worst case scenario of this machine, it will be a parts machine. Best case scenario, I will be able to get it back up and running and back into working order. If you do look at the front end, it does have a similar problem to that Craftsman, where the one tire is nearly perfectly straight and the other tire is off. I've mentioned this in a previous video. I think this is kind of a common problem with this body style of Craftsman AYP machines. Since this is the second one I have got that has the same problem. This one is nowhere near as severe as the Craftsman. Clearly they were definitely using this machine with this problem. So when I do end up selling this machine, I will mention the problem. And if someone does want to fix it down the road, they can fix it. But I don't think it necessarily affects the way the machine works. Me personally, it does not bother me. The way the Craftsman's fixed now, it's not bad. So anyways, that's where I'm going to start on this machine, start on the carburetor, clean it, and get this machine up and running so at least I can hear it run, test the transmission, and I can test the deck. So I'd like to also mention this machine did have a mouse nest in it. I did evict them last weekend. It was on the right cylinder when you're sitting on the machine. It was pretty well packed in there. None of the wires seemed to be affected, but it was definitely a mouse nest. So that's always something you have to attend with these machines. Did it have a mouse nest in it whenever it was running? Probably not, since the story goes it was sitting for about 2 or 3 years after he did carburetor. So I'm leaning towards it not having a mouse nest in it when it was running. Also, when they're running, normally the mouse nests go to both sides, and I think the mice had just moved in. It was really, really soft. It wasn't very packed in there at all, so that's something else to think about. So anyways, we're going to get working on the Poulan, and we will come back when we have some more news on it. So talk to them later. Please keep it right like always, and please subscribe and comment.